is a beautiful day, almost in September.
Almost.
And I am sitting on this lovely old porch down here in Galesville with Chris Otzelberger. Chris, tell us about what your position here is at Arnold House.
I am the treasurer and volunteer, and I do pretty much everything. I mean, not that I do everything, but I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So from marketing to drywalling to lining up contractors to whatever it takes to keep this place going.
Tell us about Arnold House.
Well, it was built in 1874 by Captain Arnold and his second wife, Mary Douglas, who was from Melrose. They were movers and shakers in this town, and Captain Arnold was involved with the banks, the historical society, the agricultural department. He was in politics. He was part of the Senate. So he's been involved with a lot. Mary was part of the women's suffrage movement and the Eastern Star, which is the women's part of the Masonic Temple, I guess, of the Masons. So they were very involved. They had 7 children. 2 died young, and the other 5 grew to adulthood and continued the legacy. And so we still have family members who come back to this day.
And this is the Arnold House. Some people call it a mansion, which might be stretching it a little bit, but I suppose if you were in the middle of western Wisconsin back in, before the 1900s, it would be a bigger home that people would have noticed.
It is. It's always been a farmhouse, so it's not very elaborate, but it's still a very beautiful home, and it would have been elaborate, I guess, in that day. For its day. Yep.
Sure. And it is part of the community, and it's on the east side of Galesville, and it's open for tours.
Yes, and just a quick thing about the east side, a lot of times we will say the Arnold House at Eastside Farm, and like Thomas Jefferson and Washington and those folks, they named their homesteads, and Captain Arnold called this Eastside Farm. And so we're kind of lucky in that sense. But we are open. We're short on volunteers, so we are open on Sundays.
Okay.
June, July, and August from noon until 4 for tours. I like to start on the hour if possible. I'm always open to running over and giving someone a special tour. If you got a few people, you can call the house number. That's 608-865-1047, I think. And like I said, I'm always open to giving tours as long as the house is set up for it.
Sure. So, and you do have other events over the winter and spring to help fund the house.
We do. For Apple Affair, we do a pasta dinner, a warm, feel-good meal for family. And we try to keep the price reasonable. Then around the holidays, we do a holiday tour and open house. Anyway, we do a couple things a couple weekends before Thanksgiving. And then this year on December 5th and 6th, we will be doing our Victorian dinners again.
Oh.
And so those are some of our bigger fundraisers. We also do dinner for Valentine's Day, our sweetheart dinners. We can seat up to 30 people. We rearrange the 3 main rooms of the house, and we invite people in to have dinner in a 151-year-old home.
Yeah.
And we wait on everyone hand and foot, and it's, wine and appetizers and main course and desserts and music. And so in the house, we decorate 9 Christmas trees around the house.
Oh my goodness. I can barely manage one in my place.
It's a lot of work. And then, of course, all the other decorating that goes along with that. Unfortunately, during those times, the upstairs is not open. That's like our number one question. Can we go upstairs? But we have to move too much stuff upstairs to make room.
So it must cost quite a bit to maintain an old house like this.
It does. I mean, utilities alone are several $1,000s a year. Right now we are looking at having to put a new roof on the tower and the 2 porches with the cedar shakes. We're looking at about $55,000. So we'll be starting a fundraiser for that when we have more information. Right now we have to repair some brick and sill. We're getting some water damage on the 2nd floor, so I've got a mason lined up to come and help us with that. So yeah, it's never ending.
It's ongoing. And at the end of this promotion, I will put a number if you're interested in donating to the
that would be awesome.
to the house. I'm sure the donations are much
They
appreciated.
are always very much appreciated,
Yeah.
definitely.
But it looks terrific. The house and the grounds are beautiful. And this was a real showplace farm in its day.
Yep, yep. They had just over 400 acres. They had the New York style barn. They had several other outbuildings, and so yes, it was a very large working farm in
Yeah.
its day.
It's a beautiful farm, and it's really interesting. And if you go to the Victorian dinner, do you have to dress like a Victorian?
No, but
Okay,
we
that's
do
good.
have some folks who like to do that though.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's always fun when we have folks show up in period attire, and we dress up. Some of us servers dress up in
Sure.
like a maid's outfit, and like I said, we wait on everyone hand and foot, and so it's a very unique experience.
Right, yeah. I would love to be waited on hand and foot. That doesn't happen very often.
No, no.
Now, this house did have an addition to the back. Is that correct?
Well, I'm not sure when that was actually put on. I think it was original or very close because it was a summer kitchen and it housed,
okay.
it was wood storage. The house never had any fireplaces, but it did have several wood stoves.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't have any fireplaces, does it? That's unusual.
It is. It
Yeah.
is very unusual.
And does it have a basement?
There is a full basement under the two-story part of the house. This area behind us has a crawl space, which underwent some major renovations a few years ago. And so, yes, the full basement is our storage, which is awesome for all of our Christmas decorating and all those other items that you stash away.
So I guess what we want to do is encourage people that if they would love to see this beautiful old farmhouse, to come down and take advantage of the
Yes.
tours. And you also are looking for volunteers or people that are interested.
Yes, we can always use some volunteers. We have a pretty tight group. We have a group of 9 ladies who run this place, and we have a lot of fun and still try to get the work done. But we can always use people. I'd love to have someone to help with tours, and
Sure.
there's always yard work and cleaning and
I
just
can imagine. Yeah.
everything under the sun.
Right.
Advertising and
Right.
yes,
It's a big job.
it is.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. And I want to again encourage people to come to Galesville and come to Eastside Farm and
Yes.
the Arnold House.
Yes, definitely.